Hey there, Mark Satterfield here. Thanks so much for joining me. Want to talk today about how much to spend on marketing. And there's more in an article that just went up on the old LinkedIn newsletter. And the link to get that is right below this video. But let's talk a little bit about how much to spend for marketing. Now, a lot of people think that it shouldn't cost you anything, and they don't set up any budget for marketing, and they figure that they're just going to get all their business by word of mouth and referrals. And you can get all your business by word of mouth and referrals, but, and here's the big but, one, you got to be pretty established in order to have the base of people that are going to be generating enough referrals on a consistent basis to you. When you're starting out, you don't know that many people. You don't have that base, and that can cause a problem. The second thing is that when you're just relying on word of mouth and referrals, you don't have tire kickers, and you get a lot of people that just waste your time. So there's a little bit of a fallacy in terms of I don't have to spend any money on marketing. But let's say for the moment that you do plan on spending money for marketing. How much is a good rule of thumb? Well, the simple answer is the more you can spend, the more successful you're going to be. If you can spend $5 to get a new client and I can spend 25,000, I can be in a lot of places that you aren't. I can have a lot more repetition in terms of ads. I can cover both social media as well as paid advertising as well as print. There's a lot of things that I can do that you can't. So the more money you can spend, by and large, the more successful your business is going to be. But let's drill it down and try to be a little bit more, even more helpful to you. And think about your marketing budget is how much is one new client worth to you? And let's say a new client is worth, $20,000. Well, I would suggest to you then your marketing budget should be around $20,000 because any good marketing plan, marketing system should, of course, generate more than one new client. As a matter of fact, in a lot of cases, we look at 3, 4, 5 clients before we break even. And again, the more negative you can go, the more money you're going to have for advertising, which means that the more places you can go, and it means that you're going to be more successful. Now, of course, marketing budget means more than just advertising. It's the cost that it's the investment you make for people to post for you on social media. It's the money that you spend for a project manager to manage your various activities. It's the cost that goes into paying for Active Campaign or whatever you're using as a CRM system, as well as advertising both online and off. But you need to set up a budget and you need to think about, okay, realistically, how much can I spend? And then you want to be thinking about, okay, now where's the best place to spend it? And what my personal recommendation to you is to first and foremost spend your money on things that are highly trackable, things that you can say, okay, I spent $1 doing this and I got $2 back. This is the classic direct response marketing. And of course, the two numbers that you want to be tracking is what's my cost per lead? How much does it cost me to get someone to raise their hand and express that initial interest in who I am and what I do? And then second of all, how much does it cost me to get an actual paying client? Those are the two numbers that you really need to be focused on. And then you want to be adjusting your strategy, your marketing message, so that those numbers can work to your advantage. Remember, marketing is really all about message and math. And if you keep that in mind and you set a marketing budget up front, it will enable you to keep going when things, slow down. It will enable you to keep going during the tough times. Easy to keep going when things are going great. Easy to keep going when the response rates are great. But look, these things ebb and flow. That's just the nature of business. That's the nature of life. So if you have that marketing budget set, If you know where you're going to be spending your money, if the marketing that you're doing is trackable, then you can stay in the game for the long term. And that's the key. You got to be in this consistently. Anyway, hope you found this helpful. There's more in the article that's right below this video. And of course, if you know people that are trying to attract more affluent clients, please, pass this video on to them. Please pass my newsletter and the other links to my programs to them. It's good for them, good for you, and of course, it's good for me. So as I say, hope you found this to be helpful. I'll have something for you new tomorrow. But until then, this is Mark Satterfield. Bye for now.